71% of the Earth is covered by the ocean, and only 29% of it is solid landmass on which humans, YouTube and a large part of cute and deadly things are found. But out of this landmass 1/3 is deserted. Means our huge population is found mostly on less than 2/3 of this remaining landmass. It may sound surprising, and it is. When you fact check that how big deserts are, you will find that the largest hot desert, Sahara, covers more than 9 million square kilometers of landmass of Earth, which is almost equal to the United States, and when we look at the largest cold desert, Antarctica, it covers more than 13.8 million square kilometers, which is bigger than the most populous country in the world. Yes, these are really amazing numbers and facts, but how come these deserts were made? The reason for the formation of desert lies in the air, just air. Hot and cold air. The equator, 0-degree latitude of Earth, receives the most sunlight and air in this region gets warm. This warm air starts rising up, carrying a significant amount of moisture with it. Because hot air has more tendency to carry moisture, it rises up around to the height of 10 to 15 kilometers, which is the height of the troposphere. Throughout the journey from the surface to the 10 to 15 kilometer high, the warm air loses its heat, and at this height it is where the clouds become heavy, and get ready to drop all of their weight, because the air has cooled down and it cannot bear as much moisture as hot air could. And boom, the clouds produce thunder, and bring rain to the earth. These are the places near to the equator where we generally see rainforest, because of the heavy precipitation. But now, as more hot air near the surface tries to move upward, it also pushes the air on the top toward the pole side, and this process starts as a cycle. This moving air keeps losing its moisture over its course, and over time, it reaches the 30 degrees to the north and to the south of the equator, it becomes cold and dry. This dry air with no moisture in it, absorbs the moisture from the land, leaving more dry land behind, which was waiting for rain in the first place. Already this land was receiving less or almost no rain, and cold air makes it more dry. And this is the place where we most commonly see the desert. For example, the Sahara Desert to the north of the equator and Australian Desert in the south, are made as a result of motion of air. This motion of air from the 0-degree equator, from where it rises to its 30-degree north and south where it sinks, makes a cycle, and air starts rotating in a loop, which is known as Hadley's cell, and this cycle repeats itself. But what about beyond 30 degrees? From 30 to 60-degree Ferrel cells in the high altitude explain the motion of air, and beyond that to the 90 at the polar cell tells us about the motion of air. So deserts are the result of less rainfall throughout the year, which brings droughts, dried air that absorbs the moisture, and these phenomena lead to drastic change in temperature shift during the day and night, which makes the survival of vegetation much harder. And this is how deserts are made on Earth.